Yeah.
I love the game. I love the hustle.
Y'all know what time it is.
You know, a nigga got dough. A nigga could leave the league.
I got my guy in the building.
The fans still gon'
Jay Haze the God. Yeah.
I need a meal a day. Gotta make me a meal a
Y'all
day.
just tuned
See,
in
money it coming, then money it goes.
to the most exclusive podcast in the city, in the nation, in the country, in the world, out of space, in the space.
Gotta make me a meal a
Mogul
day.
Moves On
I need a meal a day.
Podcast.
Gotta make me a meal a
with your
day.
boy.
See, money it coming, then
Big
money
D.
it goes. I got me a meal a
Hey.
make. My mama, she hit on my
Hey.
line and she say, baby, I got some bills to pay.
Hey.
So I need a meal a
Hey,
day.
hey man, it's gonna be live today, man. You go ahead and start turning that down, man. Yo, man. I got the God in the building, man. A long time coming. I got my guy Jay Haze in the building. You just tuned in to Mogul Moves Only podcast with your boy Big D, aka Suge Diddy, aka Illuminati Jack. Jay Haze, man, what's up, bro? I see you still got your traveling sweats on. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that intro was live.
Hey man, that's me, bro. That's my songs. I have many songs with just hooks and no verses. You know what I'm saying?
That intro was fire though.
Hey man, I appreciate it, man. So, hey, I see. You know what? I did tell you what the first question was gonna be, but I'm gonna switch it up because we done talked about this a lot already. But see, you still got your travel sweats on, man. Just came back from vacation. It looked like you need another vacation from the vacation, man. See, you took your whole team out, man. Where y'all go?
I took the whole team to South Padre for spring break. Got out there Tuesday. Just got back last night and went straight to work. So
Man, straight to work. So how was it out there, man? Bunch of college kids, you know what I'm saying? You a guy, you got your master's or something, right? Or you got your, no?
I got my master's.
Okay.
So, a year ago I was a college student. This year, I'm an entrepreneur, businessman. So it was kind of different being amongst that type of scenery. You know, not saying I'm too good, but I know my worth, and my worth wasn't for South Padre. So next time I won't be there.
So did y'all have a good time? I mean,
we had a good time. We had a hell of a time out there. A lot of people that knew who he was. They seen the logo, they seen the brand, they seen the face, they respected it. So with that being said, we was out there. We had, we live our best life. Especially when it's built off respect. You can't be mad at that at all.
No doubt, man. So being around all them college kids, you said, I mean, what made it not being the best experience being around the college kids?
The police.
They was out there, huh?
Police. They police, younger adults differently than they do grown-ups. So with that being said, certain things we couldn't do without being policed a certain type of way. When vice versa, I feel like if we go to Miami or we go somewhere else, or I go to Vegas, I'm not gonna be policed like that. I'm not gonna be able to, I'm on spring break. I want to make noise. We want to do this. We want to do that. There were certain things we couldn't do without having to plead our case or paying $4,000 for a house, and you can only have 8 guests. Like, what's that
that's
about?
crazy.
Yeah, I'm paying you all this money for you to tell me what to do. So,
They know them spring breakers, they tear that house up.
we didn't, but I get it.
But I feel
I get the business part of it, but I'm responsible, and I bleed that into my people. But at the end of the day, it was like, yeah, we couldn't do X, Y, Z. So it was kind of like, I don't like being constricted at all underneath certain type of rules. So it just wasn't for me.
No doubt. So for those who don't know who Jay Haze the God is, man, one of the top party promoters or club promoters. Am I saying it right? Club promoters, is that what y'all, do y'all have an official title for it?
Jay Haze the God, the people's champ, Mr. Put Bodies in Buildings, the number one entertainer in the state of Texas on the west side of the Mississippi. We do it all. I do it all. I don't know about them other niggas, but me, I do it all. If you want me to manage an artist, I'm a manager artist. You want me to bring your spirits up, I'm going to bring your spirits up. You want me to teach you how to turn 10 into 20, I'm going to do that too. So I wouldn't label myself as a party promoter, a club promoter.
So you just touch everything. You just
If you Suge Knight, I'm Diddy.
Okay. I'm Suge Diddy.
If you Suge Diddy,
You're gonna have to be somebody else because I'm both.
I'm Diddy Oprah.
Oh, there we go. That's cool. That's cool.
Or can I be Diddy Smith? Will Smith and Diddy?
You don't have to think that one through, bro.
I'm come with something better.
It's all good. So man, y'all doing the whole party promoting, and I know out here, or when it comes to the club culture, it's about bottles. But on spring break, cats not really buying bottles, right? They just buying drinks and beer and just getting wasted off for cheap stuff. Is that how spring break go when you go
At the club or on vacation?
on vacation? When you was out on your vacation, was people actually popping bottles there?
The liquor store made a killing.
Oh, okay.
You know, the club, we didn't really just hit the clubs like that. At the clubs, it wasn't like bottle service, but the liquor store itself made a killing. We at the liquor store buying the biggest bottles. You know what I'm saying? So because we want the best party. So when people are around us, we want the best experience. We want the biggest bang. You know, we want the wow factor.
So did y'all actually throw an event out there? Or y'all?
No, we just went out there on vacation, and everybody who knew who we was or knew of us, you know, they, like I said, they showed mad respect, and they, you know, they gathered around, and next thing you know, it went from 20 to 30 to 100 of us at the snap of a finger, like, you know what I'm saying? So,
damn.
Yeah,
So
quick.
So people who don't know who you are, man, give them or know about the brand to my millions of listeners out there. Give them a little rundown of the name of the brand, man.
Of course, my name is Jay Haze, the God, the People's Champ. The brand is Villains Promo Group. Originated about, I want to say, 7 months ago. I came up with the Villains Promo Group. I can't say I was always the most popular person in the city, so it was like I always have been infatuated with how Diddy ran his business on the later part of his career, because I was a lot too young, of course, in the beginning. But in the later part of his career, I'm paying attention. I pay attention to that passion. I got that same type of passion. So I kind of remixed his logo, and I put, you know, instead of being bad boys, we are the bad boys of the promo game. We're the Villains Promo Group. So, you know, we remixed that. I was always Jay Haze in the money team. So that's where you see the money bag on the logo. You see the money coming out. You know, we always want to get some money. It don't matter what we do. It don't matter what my people on my team do. I got promoters in college who play football, D1. I got promoters who going to school to be doctors, lawyers, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's get some money. So we always been Jay Haze in the money team. But when I added two other groups to it, two other entities to it, it was like, shit, y'all ain't like us then, y'all ain't like us now, y'all ain't gonna never like us. We the villains.
No doubt. So just like myself, you know, we both Midwesterners. You know, I come from Detroit, Midwest. You come from
East Cleveland, Ohio.
You know what I'm saying? East Cleveland Wild Boy, huh? So give us a little background, a backdrop of Jay Haze. Like, how did you get from the Midwest to here? Like, give us a little step in your life, just a little bit, so people can know inside of your life a little bit.
Born and raised East Cleveland, Ohio, Mount Sinai Hospital. Went to Collinwood High School, played football, basketball, D1 recruiting football. Was in the street so hard, I messed that up. So I ended up having to go to Langston, Oklahoma. So I went to community college. I didn't do my NCAA clearinghouse.
Okay.
You know how that goes.
Yeah.
So I had to go to community college for 6 months. Went there. I went to Langston, earned my scholarship, got there spring 2008, played the whole season, fall 2008, conference ring, transferred to a bigger D1 school, the D1AA, which is Texas A&M Commerce, how I got to Texas, which was January 2009 when I got there. I had got in a car wreck like right after Thanksgiving before I got there, so I had jammed my spine and neck, so I was really on reserve when I got there. Before I got there, the coach got fired.
Damn.
They let me keep my scholarship, but I couldn't play until spring ball.
Okay.
I finally suited up probably spring ball. Everybody else was already suited up. You know, before you could hit, you got to be suited up for like 3 days or however the rules was going, something like that. So I suited up at the end, May 21st, 2009, changed my life. I got shot at the club.
Damn.
Got shot at the club, head, neck, and back with a pump. Boom. Never played again.
So damn, that's deep, bro. So run that story down. Like, what happened? So you at the club? Was it beef? Give us a rundown how that happened. Statute of limitations over. You good?
No, that's cool. It was my first time in Dallas. I remember when I first moved here. That's when the boogie movement was crazy. I'm sitting here looking like, man, these niggas is funny haircut, big head wearing ass niggas. Why they dancing like that? Cause we don't move like that in the Midwest.
No doubt.
Then I probably didn't really respect it like that. Next thing I look up again, these same niggas that's dancing will kill you. So I'm like, shit, the club was real back then. The club was life or death back then. So we in this club called Club Shay on Loop 12. I went there with people from Commerce. They from Dallas.
Yeah.
Fight break out. My people. Now I was raised a certain type of way. If you ride with them, that's who you ride with. You know what I'm saying?
Doubt.
I ain't go fade to the back. So it broke out in there. It spilled over outside, spilled over to the gas station. We got to doing our thing. You know, I did what I had to do and knocked me a nigga out. I kept his shoe. Honest with you, it's a real life story. Like, this story can be repeated. It ain't stunting for no camera. I had his shoe. He had an Air Force One. Whatever happened when they ran and we ran them off, he came back with a pump and he shot 3 of us.
Damn.
Me in the head, neck, and back. My partner Chemo, he got shot in the face, lost his eye and his lip, his chest. And another guy, he drove himself to Baylor. Parkland came and got us. We was in ICU. Underneath an alias name. That was May 21st, 2009. After that, I didn't go back to school. I tried to go back to school, but I was having, got hit in my head, so I went through depression, I had seizures in the middle of the classroom, the way the lights was set up, the way I had to sit in the rafters, so I just stopped going to school. I didn't go back to school till 2011.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? When I stopped feeling sorry for myself and making excuses, you know what I'm saying, or when the pussy ran out, because that's what happened. That's all I did. I didn't go multi-platinum. I got some pussy. I got some for feel good. That was it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't get nothing else other than a check from Greg Abbott. That was it. So, I mean, after that, I became a promoter. I went to, I tried to get back in school at UTA. That was it. I mean, that's when I tried to get back in school. I couldn't get in school over there. I started promoting.
Okay. So what ushered you into the whole party promoting? Like, how did you figure out, like, this is something that you wanted to do?
This crazy truth is, when we was Commerce, my first time ever going to the club, I went to the first club I went to was Shay. Then I went to Karma. Then I went to Cirque. When I went to Cirque, it changed my life. I was like, this is the best shit ever. Like, I got to come back. It was a Friday night. So after that, I was like, man, shit, I love this shit. The club promoter at the time is a nigga named J-Rock. He was, he was the guy back then. He had it pumping and jumping. The experience that he gave people, the way people gravitated to him, like, that's what I wanted. I wanted that same feel. I wanted people to gravitate towards me. I wanted people to love me and adore me the way they adored him. So when I got in the hospital, he came to really come see Chemo. He didn't really know me for real. Yeah. But he came and, hey, man, stay out of trouble, whoop, whoop. He didn't have to do that, but he did it anyway. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like it was genuine and whatever. So I'm like, man, you know what? I want to get in the game, but I wasn't really just even know how to even start. Another promoter named Quasi in Arlington, I was passing out flyers. He like, how much he paying you? I wasn't getting paid nothing. But I lied to him and said, I'm getting paid this. He said, I matched that. Put a little 20 extra dollars on it. So he was paying me like, I want to say, $65 to pass out flyers for him. Okay. And I was like, all right, cool. So I had these 3 girls that was following me all around all the time. So we was getting in clubs for free. So that's how I started. Next thing you know, I picked up a mic and started emceeing. Next thing you know, somebody called me and said, I want to book you. Woo-woo-woo. Mind you, I sucked back then. I was horrible. I was screaming. I was cussing a lot. Everything was a bitch. so then, I started getting booked. I get booked for $50 a show. Next thing you know, 2012 come along, and now I'm getting paid $150 a show. Because Ray P was like, man, and I remember this. Ray P was like, nah, I'm the promoter on this event, but this is a separate service for me being an MC. I need my $150. Claude was like, if we paying him that, we got to pay you and MC everything the same thing. They paid me, and I was like, man, so I only got 5% of the party, but I made an extra $150. Yeah. Bet. This is what I charge now. So, and that's really how it took off. I threw my first party with Quasi. He put me in the game, really. I put my money up, threw my first party with him, ain't really make no money back for real. And then I tried to throw my own thing on my own and lost. So I had to reevaluate what I wanted to do because I lost my money. I still had bills to pay. Yeah. So I reevaluated. I studied. I mean, I'm talking about I studied everything. Walmart versus Kmart, McDonald's versus Starbucks. I'm studying. You know what I'm saying? How to become great. So I said, how do I get people to love me the way they love him? I couldn't go after his crowd. I couldn't go after the 18 and up. So I had to start with teen parties. I had to go with the teenagers. I went to Southern Skate, gave this lady my money, $750. I remember renting it out. I used to get into it with the DJ up there because he wanted to be paid extra. I'm like, nah, you come with the venue. Why I got to pay you extra? I'm being cheap. I ain't know the business. I ain't know nothing. Broke even. She was like, you want to do it again? No, I lost $100 the first time. She wanted to do it again. I said, yeah, let's do it again next Sunday. And that's the story of how the money team came about. And my DJ been my same DJ since then. Go DJ A1. Been my same DJ since then. Same promo team since then.
So I know, like, the first time, me and you encountered, I think, you was doing the skating partners. You and saycheese was partnering up, right? Or was you
Tell you that story.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's when I started getting into, like, what Shawn was doing kind of the events in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's how you and I start to cross paths and that. So, yeah, tell us that story. Like, how.
Shawn Cotton, saycheese TV. I'll tell you how this worked. He was doing this party called Call of Booty. I want to say it was in November of 2012. I walked up on him. Originally, Jay Brown came up to me and was like, "Hey, you know what you need to do? You need to prove it. You don't got to argue with nobody about what you're doing because you got thousands of people on the other side of the city rocking with you, and you don't have no proof. You don't have no pictures, no videos, no nothing." I said, so I walked up on Shawn Cotton. He wasn't even following me on Twitter. I swear to God, I walked up on, first thing I said to him was like, "Hey, man, I need you to follow me back on Twitter." He pulled his phone out of his back pocket, put the mic in his other back pocket, and was like, "Okay." He looked at me like I was crazy. I said, "Man, you know, you still got your camera?" He had it around his neck. I said, "I need you to come record my party for me in January." He said, "All right." So we exchanged contact info, and he came. And the first party he ever recorded was Clash of the Champs, which was January 2013, which I was doing for the high school kids who went to state championship or won states. So when he did that one, it was like it started a phenomenon. I was the first person to ever do it. Like, you could watch, go back and date it. He got his stuff on his YouTube. Go ahead, date it. Nobody in Dallas was doing recap videos on parties to prove their point until me. Once I started that, Shawn Cotton could better tell you how he was getting booked 3 to 4 times a week. Because before that, he was doing interviews. He wasn't even doing interviews. He wasn't blogging. He was just doing, he was having niggas rap outside, like freestyle rapping like they was in the basement on BET or something, like some whack shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He wasn't even really just doing the blogging. After that, the shit grew so much, they saw me and him together, so my people did.
Yeah.
My people they thought I was saycheese TV because everything I did was saycheese TV was on the flyer. Saycheese TV was on the videos. You know what I'm saying? On YouTube's 12,000 views, 3,000 views. I'm talking about in a week, but we pushing them out every week. Sweet 16's booking them. I'm booking them. I remember one time I got into it with some niggas. I was like, "Hey, man, they trying to do a party just like mine. Hey, man, I'm going to pay you not to go." He said, "Man, I got to go anyway." He went, and I went in there and shut they shit down. He'll tell you all of that. Like,
So shut it down like what? What do you mean by shutting it down?
Extorting niggas. I took their money from the dough. I beat them niggas up. Everything. Like, it
got
was
that serious.
Yeah, I made it safe to party in Oak Cliff. Niggas, ain't nobody else do that. They wasn't no parties in Oak Cliff before me.
So so now are there 18? I mean, I guess are there teenage parties going on now? Has that wave died out? Where are we at with that now? Because I know now you in the club, you doing your thing there. You with the lane that you were attempting to get in initially. So what happened to that?
If you ask me, I haven't heard of anything.
Are you leaving that alone altogether?
I grew with my crowd. See,
Okay.
I see what J-Rock should have did was grew with his crowd.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And, he after so long, he kind of got competition kind of put him out the game for a little minute. And then he got jump back in the game. The mistakes that them niggas made,
Yeah.
I refuse to make because I study.
So why don't you, I guess my thing is, when you want to do, like, by you having a team, some of them young cats that you got in the team to capitalize still on that market is put them in that position to run the team parties while you're growing with your crowd. So now you're attacking both.
We tried that. I tried that, but you can't force people.
Yeah, that's
Because
true.
everybody not gonna see the vision the way you see it. Everybody not gonna step the way you step. They gonna move the way they want to move. But I tried it though. I tried to hand the torch to certain niggas, but you know how that go. They listen to other people and or popularity and pussy get the best of them when money should be the only motivation. And that's what a lot of niggas do it for. They do it for popularity and for pussy. They don't really do it for having that straight drive and passion for the love of the game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the money cool, but you gotta love this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta wake up and go to sleep and love this shit,
So kind of backtracking a little bit, going back to, you saying your whole football experience of that nature, which is your first passion? Is it football? Is it another sport, basketball? Like, was football always your passion? Did you always see other stuff like going to the NFL? Like, what was your passion growing up?
I always loved basketball, but I think one of the recruiters came to the school and he kind of killed my spirits. He said this, and there's a lot of things that and a lot of people now, students, if you playing now, you heard this before. This is the last time you'll be on this court. You might not never play again in your life, and that's when you go to college.
Yeah.
So and they was telling you that, so they take full advantage of playing in high school. Coach told me, he said you'll be never nothing more than a D3 or D2 recruit at best in basketball, because you got to switch and you turn it on and turn it off. He said your attitude is horrible. You got this switch when you turn it. If you keep it on, we could possibly get you into, you know what I'm saying, D1 AA, woo, but my, you know, I wasn't just straight on focused on just basketball. Like when I was in high school, I'm from EC, we from the inner city. Y'all know how the coke game up there crazy. I was hustling my ass off.
Yeah.
I'm leaving. I'm talking about basketball practice with crack rock in my sock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm leaving practice going straight to the block. I wasn't going back home. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't never going back home. Like you call my mother right now, she'll tell you the same story. I stopped coming home when I was 16. I needed to get it. So, you know, that's where that disconnect came from. But in football, I just happened to be God gifted. I was just bigger than everybody else. I was 6'1", 189, playing receiver. Who was gonna stop me? You know what I'm saying? When majority of the DBs is 5'8", 5'7", little bitty guys. They was fast, but I'm stronger than them, bigger than them, and I just got soft hands. I catch. So that's how I got in college.
So what like pushed you to go into that whole hustling mode? Like, you know, some people be like, yo, you know, I had to start hustling because my family was broke.
Peer pressure.
Yeah, so it's peer pressure, huh?
Peer pressure. You want the baddest chick in school? You better get you some money.
That's what it was.
See, now these kids they wear skinny jeans and take pictures. You get your followers up on the gram and you get the baddest bitch. See, back then, you had to have you some money. You know
you just got to look like you got something.
See, social media don't show no struggle. So if you look like you got it, that's cool. But, you know, I don't even look like I got it a lot of times. But, yeah, I got it. So I don't be having to prove it. Back then, if you had that bankroll, it was one thing. Oh, you got a bankroll, and then it upgraded to say, you know, well, you know, we used to cap real hard. My money don't fold no more. So now you got to walk around with a brick. So it was like it was different. You know, I seen everybody, they parents buying them shoes. My mama lost her job for 8 months and still kept the lights on. So it was like, how you figure that out? Yeah. So you had to get you some money. I remember this grocery store I used to break into. We used to break in grocery stores, get them chirp phones. We used to anything I could do to hustle, I did it. You know what I'm saying? And I had to put my brother on. I remember we had to steal water from the next door neighbors and boil it on the stove because we had to turn the gas on with the penny and take a bath. And I had to let my little brother take a bath first, and I'm taking a bath in his dirty water next. But I had to make sure my people was good, and that's why my heart's still the way it is. Like, I make sure my people good. I had to make sure my little brother was good. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's just how I came up. You know, my mama was a single parent. You know what I'm saying? So she did what she had to do. My daddy was a sucker. My mama was a single parent. She took care. She did the best she could until she couldn't do the part that mattered most, and that was me becoming a man. But I had to, you know, so I became a man in the streets. I became a man when I got to Texas.
So my question, so like current event then for the hustler, you know what I'm saying? You being a former, well, not because you're still hustling, you're still getting that bag right now. But Donald Trump last week talked about death penalty or death sentence for drug dealers. What do you think about that? If you get caught selling dope and you're convicted as a drug dealer, no longer are you just a felon. You are going to be sentenced to death. That's what he's proposing.
They need to sentence the whole pharmaceutical industry because they are crooks.
Damn.
If that's the case.
That's real.
It's $1 billion industry based off of what? Based off of man-made diseases that they put upon us so we can medicate ourselves to do what?
Yeah.
What about the food industry? Put it in them. They criminals too. They lie to us every day. Milk don't give you calcium. It's pus and blood you drinking.
So, like, I think it's ironic, right? Like, when we had the whole crack epidemic in the inner city, it wasn't no real, they called it a war on drugs. It was just a war on black people or poor people.
But they put it there.
Exactly. But now you've seen all these, you know, white kids now having heroin addictions, and now all of a sudden now we got to make drug dealing the death penalty. It was never that serious, long as they felt like, I feel like it felt like white America felt like they kids was away from it, it wasn't serious. But now that epidemic has spread over into the suburbs and spread over to even the wealthy, you got all this money, but your son and daughter's addicted to heroin, now the death penalty. But if they pass that, how you think the culture going to change? Do you think a lot of cats going to start hustling?
No.
You think it's going to be more bloodshed? Because now it ain't no I'm going to go to jail and do this bid. You going to go to jail and your life is over with.
It's going to be a lot more snitching. It's going to be a lot more. It's going to be a lot more everything. But at the end of the day, You said it. You hit it right on the head. When it's attacking them white folks, that's when they want to step up and fix something. As long as it's attacking poor people, blacks and fags, it's all good in their neighborhood.
We're going to change, not fags, but we used to say homosexuals.
They change their name every day, whatever they want to call themselves.
Yeah.
But when it's attacking them, you know what I'm saying, you see where it's at. Prime example, hepatitis C. It wasn't a cure for it. Now it's a cure for it.
Yeah.
Growing up, the only person I knew had it was Pamela Anderson. Now, I ain't never know nobody else had hepatitis C. Now they got a cure for it. It's all on the commercials. They got a cure for all of that, man.
This is all about the money. You think it's about the money, or it's just more about power?
It's all about the
population
money.
control.
Both. It's all about the population control and the food that we eat too. So you can't run from it. They lie to you every day. It's all about the money. They lied to us, like they said, the dairy industry and the meat industry is the same thing. They say it's calcium in milk. How are you getting calcium from another species that you can't get from your own?
So what are you? So what you think we should just start drinking titty milk?
Man, I'm not drinking none of it.
Is that calcium in blood from humans? Like, should I just go around?
If you're drinking it from your own parent, that's different. That's your mama. But I'm saying, like, you trying to get it from another. If that's the case, if you want to drink cow milk, go drink some rat milk, Cambodian breast milk. Go get some camel milk and drink that. And you tell me how you feel if your bones get stronger. It's not. It's bullshit.
So you sound like you a vegetarian. You a vegan. What are you?
No,
you got to be vegan.
No, I don't eat fast food and I don't drink milk.
So do you eat cheese?
Nope.
You eat nothing that comes from an animal? You eat meat, though?
I eat a hamburger from time to time, some chicken. It got to be fresh.
Fresh like what? Like
but
you
I'm
went to the farm
but
yourself and you watched them kill it?
No, like
oh, so you just talking?
No, I'm not. I'm working on getting to that because it's called a start. You start to passing out if you don't eat right.
Because I feel like this, bro. I understand, like, you say, we talk about all these chemicals and stuff in the food and organic. I feel like, and maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like Whole Foods, organic, and all of that is just a label that we don't know. Because if you're not growing the food yourself, if you ain't tilling the ground, and if you ain't farm feeding the animals yourself, you just taking their word for it. You have no proof that they not still putting the same stuff in there.
You're 100% right.
So, you know what I'm saying? So, like, when a lot of people like, oh, you got the GMOs and the H2Os and the VBCs, I'm like, bro, with all that crap, I'm just making up letters and stuff. But I hear all that, man, I'd be like, bro, unless you going and you farming and feeding all this, it really don't matter to me. I drink milk. It's delicious, especially when it's ice cold. Hey, if I got to die and go see Jesus off a glass of milk, I'm cool. I would be mad if I died and went see Jesus off of a salad. That would piss me off. That would piss me off. If I live my entire life as a vegan, eating salads and greens and trees, and die at 46 off a salad, I'm going to be mad. My grandmama lived 96 years off of pork.
I can't even smell pork.
96 years off that pork.
No, I can't.
That pork only I'm talking about, bro, that swine make you shine, my brother. Nah. So you just eat chicken?
Yep.
You just set us back 100 years.
Hey, you can feel the way I'm not drinking pus and blood, man. I'm not doing it. And then I'm getting away from chicken too.
Yeah. So
it just take time.
So your goal is to become vegan?
I went cold turkey on milk. I never liked milk anyway. So
not even chocolate milk? That True Move be hidden, bro.
It just wasn't for me. I don't, you know what I'm saying? It never was for me. I never ate pork anyway. My mama raised me on not eating pork.
So almond milk is your thing?
I don't like almonds. I'm allergic to peanuts. I'm allergic to nuts. Bro. I don't even like the smell of almonds.
I don't know, bro. You brown skin, almost dark, but you got some light skin tendencies. Your body sensitive.
No, it is.
It is, huh?
For real.
So St. Patrick's Day, did y'all celebrate?
Nah, I'm celebrating European holidays.
Nah. Well, you know what? I'm okay with it if you're going to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. I'm just challenging everybody that went out there and celebrated St. Patrick's Day. When Kwanzaa come around this year, you better have the same damn energy. White people better have on kente cloths. Black people better have on kente cloths. It better be collard greens, yams, and fried chicken and watermelon everywhere. I better hear 21 Savage playing. That's how I feel. I'm not against you celebrating, you know what I'm saying, St. Patrick's Day or any other holiday. It's just that when ours come, we need to turn up. Nobody did nothing for Martin Luther King Day. You just marched, if you marched. What'd you do for Martin Luther King Day? Nothing.
I threw a party. at V-Law.
Oh, yeah.
Made
That's
him
what's
quick
up.
8 bands.
There you go. Way to represent the king. He would have been there if he was here. You think he would have been in the strip club? Who you think? Which club? You think he would have turned up?
Yeah.
What type of chicks Martin Luther King like?
He cheated on his wife too, so yeah.
Yeah, man. Straight up, straight up. So next current event, I guess we'll talk about with basketball, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got the champions, the tournament going on right now. My camera guy, Mims, he said his bracket was with Virginia and who else? Virginia and who was the other team? That you picked. Virginia is out.
Busted.
And Villanova. So he's out of there. Who you got picking to win the NCAA tournament? But do you really think they gonna go?
I believe. But
do you really?
If we don't got nothing else in this world, we got belief, right? I believe. I believe in my young boys. I ain't gonna be on no TV, radio, nothing and act like I don't. I believe in them. They got it.
Yeah.
That way.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I don't watch basketball at all. I feel like they play too many games. I feel like every sport should play one game a week like football. You don't need to have 80 games to determine who decides to go to the championship. I feel like one game a week, make it count, get in, get out. Too many games.
They play 30-something games, and then if you add they conference championships, if they go all the way through, they probably end up playing like 38 games.
It's not. You don't need that many games though.
They should be paid. Let's do that.
You know what? I agree, 100%. I feel like college athletes should be paid.
No, I feel like D1 athletes should be paid.
I feel like all college athletes should be paid. Because anytime you got a school, even D2, D3, them schools is making money off them ticket sales. And them players ain't getting nothing. Like, for example, I played D1, went to Bowling Green, and shit, school made plenty of money. We had ESPN game day there. We played all these big-time games, bowl games. School made millions. NCAA made billions of dollars. But I don't got money for my cell phone. I ain't got money to go buy a book bag.
I got recruited to go there.
Did you?
Yeah.
Should have came, man.
My auntie went there, pledged AKA there.
Okay. Yeah, you should have came. Shout out to the AKAs. They don't be pledging no more. They just go away for a weekend, and then they come back and be like 1 billion AKAs on campus. I'm not going to say that.
That's cool with them, too. All that shit whack, too.
Yeah. So how do you think college players should get paid then?
They should get paid off their likeness.
You think so? Like off of...
There's no reason why the coach should be getting a $15 million check and the student should be getting absolutely nothing. A lot of them buildings are getting put up because of them students. And then you one injury away from what? You know what I'm saying? Because colleges, if you're not going to college to be an astronaut, doctor, lawyer, then you basically saying, oh, I'm finna go be in middle America.
Straight up. Call center.
That's why I don't have a job. I graduated with my master's, and they told me I was either overqualified or I had to work there for an amount of time to prove myself. I don't have to prove nothing. If this paperwork don't tell you I worked my ass off, I don't know what will, but I'm going to go do my own thing because I'm not finna come work for you and get permission to go to the bathroom so you could pay me $50,000 a year. That's 80 hours in a week I got to dedicate to this man. I wasn't with it.
Bringing somebody else's dream to life.
I wasn't with it.
I feel you, man. I ain't gonna lie. I'm still in corporate America. I would have been gone last year, but I told myself one more year. I think, with the studio doing good and doing the podcast and things of that nature, I think some things is rocking.
Jay Haze bring a new artist over here.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Jay Haze in the building. So, you know what I'm saying, going back to the party promoting thing, so every Saturday night y'all got it popping. What's the name of the spot y'all at?
Club Rumors, 10945 Composite Drive. That's 10945 Composite Drive, Dallas, Texas. Club Rumors, Dallas, spelled with a Z at the end of Rumors. All my ladies in free before 12 with heels on. Ladies, let me just tell y'all something when y'all come to the club. Stop coming to the club like you finna go work out. Put on some clothes, look good, cause I'm bringing some big ballers in the building like Big D. He gonna come buy some bottles. He gonna, you know what I'm saying? They gonna want entertainment. They gonna want to see like a lifestyle of women coming with standards. You know what I'm saying? You got to have standards for yourself, you know, so that's what we want. You know what I'm saying? That's what we want to see, you know, and y'all have to carry yourselves in a proper way for that to continue to work and for it to elevate our city. It's everybody's responsibility for the club to last. It's everybody's responsibility for the city to be on another level, because when them artists come, and you've been to the club and you've seen how the club is like a concert.
Yeah, it be rocking.
I have it set up to where the artist's gonna come and they just gonna pop up and once they catch that feel, it make you want, you know what, I ain't get paid for this, but I'm gonna do one song because the people deserve it.
Yeah.
It'll make you do that.
No doubt.
In order for that, like you still have to come and stop taking your heels off.
Boys be too small.
Man, my mama told me if a woman don't take care of her feet, that means she damn sure don't take care of her pussy. So you can't be barefoot in the club because that floor is dirty.
Ooh, athlete's foot.
Horrible.
So then when we on it, so for a club goer, they coming out, man, what's some of the tips and tricks for a person coming out to Rumors to have a good time? Guys and females, what's some of the things that they need to prepare for or need to do in order to ensure that they have a good time when they come?
Early arrival is mandatory because them lines longer than Loop 12. There before 11, get the experience of them $2 drinks so you could get your swerve on a little early. And if you got a little bit of cash on you and you got a group of people with you, I advise you to get you a table or a section so you're not with the regular schmegglers, so you could stunt with the rest of us. That's the best route to go.
So some of the don'ts that you're not supposed to do at a club. So what are some of the things that, I guess, your pet peeves that you see people do when they come to the club? Like you said, girls showing up in workout clothes. I ain't gonna lie, saw a lot of chicks in there with like gym shoes and stretchy pants on. Looked like they was at LA, just left LA Fitness.
Yeah, don't do that.
Why don't clubs play slow music no more? Back in the day, and this is how old I am, but you know, back in the day, you had to turn up music. You had like just a good popular music. But then at the end, you got that one slow song. It's like that chick you been eyeing all night. Like, yeah, this is my chance. This is my shot. Let me grab her. We gonna slow dance and grind. Why every song is just like shoot, boom, 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 pop, 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 pop. Every gang, pop, 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 pop. That's a whole way through, bro. Like, what happened to that one segment when at the end, this is his chance to shoot that shot? I've been eyeing this chick all night long, and this is my chance to grab her and really take my time. It's like, yo, I'm the one. What happened to that? Because I don't see that no more. It don't matter where I go.
Well, nowadays with these kids, their attention span is a whole lot shorter, so they really only remember the end. So in the club, the last 30 minutes, the last hour is the most crucial because that's what they remember.
Yeah.
That's what they remember the most. I mean, we don't cater. I'm not here to cater to the free before 11.
Yeah.
I'm here to cater to the paid customers, and the paid customers, they the ones that get there at 12:30, 1 o'clock. So from 1 to 2 o'clock, we full mass with it. Now, don't get me wrong. By the time we hit, but we don't club to close at 3 o'clock. So by the time we hit 2:30, 2:40, it's get about that time because we want to keep them engaged.
Yeah.
But it also depends on the type of DJ and the type of feel that he have with that particular crowd. I wouldn't say we have that type of crowd, but we have a sing-along crowd. We have a very energetic crowd that sing along. So they like to sing along, and when you catch that energy and that vibe back, then yeah.
But I'm just saying, man, at least one Chris Brown song got to come on. That's that shawty shawty. Dun, 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 dun. I mean, it's a little up tempo.
We did it before. You just gotta. The timing matters. Sometimes it may happen at like 2:40. But it's not gonna happen during prime time hour.
That's why they be wearing workout clothes, because y'all be playing all that high up tempo music the whole time. Ain't nobody gonna be able to stay going with them heels on like that. That's why they shoes coming off, bro, because y'all ain't slowing it down a little bit. That's why they feet hurting. So with a little bit, what makes y'all different than all the other party promoters out here? What makes the experience, with your group of guys and coming to Rumors different than anywhere else? Why should Saturday nights everybody should stop what they doing and come in y'all?
We make the experience is a comfortable experience to be you, not to be judged, not to be like, oh girl, look how she dancing. No, baby, do you. If you want to bust a split in the middle of the floor, do that, and ain't nobody gonna say a word to you. You know, other places done got so bougie, and they got so beside themselves, they get so safe. They so scared of what may happen, or they scared of the fights and the turn up. No, you been there, and we turned all the way up to the max, and you done seen people jump through the ceiling, and we had no issues because we had that under control. So that's what make us different, is just you just comfortable coming in there and having a good time with your people, and you knowing that, you know. And then a lot of people, like, they not young no more, so they grown. So, you know, even if you got a problem with somebody, them people on their side, they on their side over here, and then you just doing your thing. We got one of the largest clubs in Dallas anyway, so they experience them.
So the next thing, like, with so we know a certain artist out there. You know, I don't want to say his name because people say it's clout chasing, but certain artist who's currently getting banned from every city that he went showed up at Jay Prince Jr. birthday party in Houston, and wasn't able to get in because he didn't check in. I'm gonna say his name. If Tekashi 6ix9ine show at Rumors, and he didn't. First, what you think about checking in? You think artists should check in when they come into the city?
That's for whoever set that up. I mean, I'm not Jay Prince. Jay Prince is the guy.
But now you Jay Haze, the guy in Dallas. But Tekashi show up to Rumors and he ain't check in. He good?
He good. Who you go check in with me for? Dallas don't even love me like that. I'm from East Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they don't even love their own niggas.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's true.
And they. Fuck Mo3. He from North Dallas. He from McKinney. He from, you know, fuck Yellow Bees. He from Lancaster. He from what?
Same
you know,
way
like,
with Duro.
Come on, like, it's weird. But even if and you got to get over that, because even if you was from Dallas, it'd be like, well, fuck that nigga. He from Oak Cliff. He ain't from the Grove. That's just how these niggas is out here, and that's it. They know how they is. So it ain't like, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck if they feel offended about it or not. They know how they is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If they're your partners and they your friends till you doing better than them. And the moment you're doing better than them, it's something in the water out here. Like, man, they get disgusted in you, and they start hating, and it get ugly.
So I guess in closing, for you know what I'm saying, young people out there right now, man, that's looking to get into the promotion business, whether it's events, whether it's clubs or whatnot, what is some advice that you will leave for them that's looking to get in the business? Make
sure your heart in it. Be passionate about it. Don't let nobody tell you no wrong. It's a lot of niggas that's gonna give you sound like good advice, but they really only give you advice to stay underneath their thumb. Do you? Every time somebody told me to do something, I did the opposite. I did what I wanted to do. I did it the way I wanted to do it. I made my own rules up. And don't quit after you take a loss. Turn that loss into a life lesson and then keep going, and then you go start winning from there. I took a lot of losses and turned them to lessons, and I'm successful today because of it. And you know. Yeah, man, you went from sleeping into I was sleeping in my car a year ago.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was sleeping, when I was getting my master's degree, I was sleeping in my car. I was sleeping in my Challenger. A lot of people don't know that.
Yeah, that's
real. I had money, you know what I'm saying? But I had a little bit of cash. I had enough money to have a gym membership to pay so I could go take a shower. But I was sleeping in my car.
That's real. You
know what I'm saying? Because I gave up everything because I wanted something bigger. I knew what my plan was. I stopped living for today and started living for where I want to be 10 years from now, where I want to be 5 years from now. Because I accomplished all my goals up to that point.
Yeah.
You get to a point where you like, damn, your long-term goals, oh, I graduated from college. Oh, I did this, I did that. Now what? Now you got kids. Now what? Now you got to live for them. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, man, shit, I need this, I need that. How I'm going to get it? You know what I'm saying? I can't go back to hustling, so I got to figure out a way to do it. I graduated. 3 months later, I got a phone call for a club, and Rumors took off, and I've been in that position since then. I ain't had a job in 3 years. I ain't had a house, and I ain't had nowhere to live since 2015.
Man, so definitely an inspiration, man. I hope, you know, so I think a lot of people will take from that, man, and just that story, man, because a lot of people think that, you know, you see on TV, like you said, and on Instagram, everybody's showing their best life. They're not really showing the struggle. They don't show the athlete in the gym at 4 a.m. getting killed in his workouts and throwing up. Everybody always just see the lights. So I appreciate you sharing that. And let people know, man, where they can find you at.
Y'all can follow me at Jay Haze the God, JHAZETHAGOD. The God on all my social networks. You can find me on Facebook at JAYHAZE. That's where I be at the most. But other than that, you can find me on my Money Team office inside the Mogul Media Studios.
That's right. You know it.
I need a meal a day. Gotta make me a meal a day. See money it cometh, then money it goeth. I got me a meal to make. My mama, she hit up my line and she say, baby, I got